without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting stars.
Didn't even get to cross.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. You're looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't. Shining like it's neon. Rock like Kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars.
Didn't even get to cross.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client streaming over there? Yeah, it's... Death, despair! Oh! Oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Oh, really? Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty, tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. And that's why you are the defendant in this court. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a very simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been 2. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. And Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name. Phew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Yeah, I don't know it either. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what's the cause of death? She died because she was... Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Person hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what this object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. A statue of the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. You just have to check the court record frequently. Det er alt det, der stod lige før os. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call his first witness. Jeg har faktisk set nogle af episoderne i animeen. Jeg tror det er de første 3 kort, eller 3 cases jeg har set i animeen. Og det er egentlig meget sjovt, fordi i animeen og det der sker i spillet, det er meget ens. Og hvis man ser animeen, så er det meget nemmere at finde frem til de inconsistencies der er i folks testimony. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We're great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's this to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home in Paris on the 30th January, February, March, April, Juli. 30th of July, the day before the murder. Indeed, she is clear to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering. I mean, what he thinks of her now isn't really relevant to the case. We have to see if he's innocent or not, so stop him from answering. Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trail, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment in the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. he wins. What do I do? Have a man so honestly stop him from answering? Well, this information is quite relevant to the case, and so he had to answer it honestly. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I wait. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Potts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Order. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call this witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Sawit. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. If you remember from the opening cutscene, this was the guy who killed her. The first time I played this game, I did not recognize him. And I didn't know that he was the one who murdered the defendant. This wasn't the first game I played on the iPad. I had I don't think it was Justice for All. I think there was the other one, but I can't remember the name of the game. But anyways, sometimes in the first cases of each game, we're gonna see who the murderer is, and sometimes also in the other cases. But some cases, it's actually kept a secret until the very end, where you just discover it yourself. And that's the cases I really like, because they're difficult. Because already now I think, alright, this guy is clearly lying. And because I know he's clearly lying in everything, it's much easier to find the inconsistencies in his testimony. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal? Perusal? That's a word I don't understand. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 PM the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Mr. Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed his lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How to prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination. Door-to-door selling subscriptions when I saw them emptying. I think that's true. It's not true, but I can't see anything contradicting with anything I know so far. The autopsy report. Time of death. 4 to 5 p.m. If I recall, he said 1 p.m. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. But she apparently died like 3 to 4 hours after that. So... Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts this autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death was sometimes after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. You put him to the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony. Time of the discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. I already see the contradiction here. You see, when I found the body at the time, there was a voice saying, probably coming from the television. But there was a blackout during the discovery. So how could the television be playing? Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Yeah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. I must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. There was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. A statue in the shape of the thinker. Not a clock.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That was a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the victim stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a clock, table clock, after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? If I say no, then Larry will get convicted. So yes, I indeed have problems. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, knew the victim. He didn't know the victim. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Ah! Why the fuck did you just throw a TK at me? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her. And he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting this defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. As the neighbors wouldn't really make sense in this case. Examine the clock's batteries. I don't know why that should prove it, so let's try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a straight way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you please tell me the time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of the death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack this critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, sure enough. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. Oh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day after murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have proof. Right? 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 Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait, she was in Paris the day before the murder. What's the time zone difference? Difference between Paris and Japan? Oh. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 hours? Or maybe 5, 6, 7, yeah. It looked like 7 hours, not 3 hours. But maybe this isn't maybe this is America time? I don't know if this game is assuming or is recalculated the time zone to America when it was dubbed in English. But let's just say it's the time zone difference. Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence that supports this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. This passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. 9? That's not the one I came to. Paris is 9 hours ahead of Washington. So it is actually recalculated for the English version to be in Washington DC. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Ah. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Prove enough for you, Mr. Sarit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, that pun is so bad. Oh shit. He has rabies! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and had been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. It's actually really funny in the anime when the defendant is found not guilty. There's still confetti flying around everywhere inside the courtroom. Why? Why confetti? That's not realistic. It turns out that Frank Sarit was a common burglar. Oh, at the end of every trial, you actually get the full story, so you know what everything was. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to the apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sarit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sarit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And this is the scene we saw in the opening. August 3rd, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. That's like 3 hours after after we got the tinker to tell the time, right? Whew. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial in on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry Butts must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Harry Butts? His name is Larry, not Harry. Thanks, I really owe you this one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just wanna cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Excuse me? I think she taught quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really? Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The statue. If she brought this statue with her on the trip, then she clearly still has feelings for him. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just a chump to her. Huh? What's about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nui. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right, I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow stronger. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. So how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Oh, drinks with the boss. And so, my first trailer come to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. And my webcam is perfectly covering the end. Save your progress to this point. Yes. As you can see, I've played up until this second trial. Or the second episode. Which is the episode we're coming to now. And it's day 1 investigation, so I haven't really done anything on the second episode. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Maya. See, this is really difficult because they're pronounced the same way. Maya. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue with the finger, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay sis, see you soon. Yeah, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 AM. Conversation recorded. Somebody was recording the call. Oh no, you didn't. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the finger that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. He was the one who recorded the call. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. And you see the murder again. Red, white, blue. The colors of the American flag. Am I late? Oh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Maya! Maybe she's in her office. Examine move? I have not tried this. That smell. Blood! Sob. Sis! Someone's there. Chief! 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 Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I guess that's her sister. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Fuck her. Oh. Her body was still warm. Fuck her. Oh. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Yeah, I guess it's your shoulder you held, not the two big balloons right here. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. You missed your opportunity, man. It's not as fun to fuck a cold body. Not that I know anything of this. Chief, examine. Alright, so I can move this magnifying glass by holding the mouse. And when the magnifying glass is over something I can examine, it will turn yellow. So let's examine her. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The finger lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Again. Oh, it's added to the court record. So I'm gathering evidence. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass, of the glass stand lying broken in the back of the room. Broken remains of glass stand, broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. I see this. Was this here before? A piece of paper? Probably not. It must have fallen from Maya's hand. What could it be? A word written on blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Maya is the name of her sister. Is her sister the killer? I better call the police. You haven't called the police yet? And found out what that girl was doing here. Some shards of glass are shattered on the floor. They seem to be... I already recognize that. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. The chief's chair, a simple functional design, feels pretty good to sit into. Oh, I can still examine her. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Maya's sake. Looks like when she hit the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Oh. I don't think there's anything else to examine. Nope. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Japes! Japes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work you. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya. Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing the girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought that'd be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Maya died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and Sis, she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister, and her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the finger. About the finger. The finger. That was... oh, Sis. Probably shouldn't have asked about the murder weapon. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. Yeah, it's just my bad. I better not touch the doorknob. The sofa have plants and leather, real luxury level. You couldn't cram all legal books in there, even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. The reception desk. I usually sit there. Oh, really? What else am I to do? Oh, more things to examine. Oh, cube. Wait. Ah. The Fey & Code ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's alternate handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh. She almost has just as big boobs as the victim. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. She's calling the police. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this Asian model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she found her case records and recent rulings. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. The police! Sounds like they are coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. Dick. Gumshoe, what an odd name. Oh, that's the part of the name that's odd. We received a report from the building across the way, I see. Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been the woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa. Excuse me. Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I remember in the anime, he didn't accept to be an attorney until they both talked for a bit. Then he was about to leave, and then they both simultaneously turned around and said, I want you to be my lawyer, I want to be your lawyer, simultaneously. So I don't know if I'm just going to say it's up to her. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think it's something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today is my junior partner's first time in court. Hey! Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite a scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So, he crashed and burned? Wow. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go for if I get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Wow. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow! Cunt? No. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. Well, think of the person who did this to Maya. I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it to you? No, what is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? Medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Maya was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real, honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Maya's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that cock shaped like the finger. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded by myself. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. Oh yeah, I had to contact the lawyer. Then the lawyer says he wants to take the case. Then the day of the trial, he says he's not going to take the case because he was what do you call it? Intimidated out of it. And then I say I'm gonna take the case. She said if I ever in trouble, I should call her. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? No, I can refuse. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if the guy refuses? He told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Just like in America. When will that happen? They gave me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Did they have the crime again? Anyways. September 6th, Roseboro Law Office. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I just have to come back later. Aww. The office is filled with police officers. They are all busily searching for clues. Can I talk to Dick Gumshoe? Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you've... No, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I represented Larry Butts. No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ha! I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumtree suit shoes? Gumshoe, wasn't it the Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe at you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew! He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Edgeworth is gonna be the lawyer. That's some person I'm going to present. I'm going to have explained. Can I present this to him? I was wondering, did you see my Athel's cell phone? Oh, that, I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. Not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says Still Samurai Warrior, Neo Old Tokyo. Is he a samurai? That's action hero on TV. Yeah, you see, the strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if we went out to the police station. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyways. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Nice. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, someone want to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? There's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the finger, and it tells you the time. You should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working. That's the conversation from the start of the episode. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside it instead. That's why it's evidence. Papers? Is that the evidence then? I'd leave that up to you, imagination. See you tonight at 9. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, do you know him? Don't you? You do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. That's young. I'm 20. And if I was trying to become a lawyer, then I would be around 3 years into the education. Unless I took a year off like I did. And to become a lawyer, you have to take a bachelor 3 years. So that's they actually research how long the education takes. Nice. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you didn't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Oops. Well, I don't think I have anything else to do here. Has Grossberg come back? Nope. Oh, maybe I can talk to Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find the elite lawyer she's talking about. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eye closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Oh. I'm really not interested in this part. This is not important. Alright. And this is not important either. Oh. But I got an autopsy report. Alright. Time of death. Clause, single blunt force trauma. That was instantaneous. Oh, we go to the hotel. And he's not back yet, so I'm going to do that. September 6th. April. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the liar, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Members assault. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job hard. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It sounds so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of my beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Oh, I can see something. What is this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching. Damn, her eyes become really scary. Oh, bad boy. Bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need to describe what you said at the time of the incident. Oh, absurd incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Was that a big dick joke? You know, that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see, well, Dreamer. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. I see. There are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why didn't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Could you just... who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? What? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. See, you know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is for the first time in my life I've ever blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me, what is it you do? Well, no, teehee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Maybe later. I'll get back here later. I'm going to move to the law offices. Seems like Mr. Groberg is out. Still! Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Haha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see me, come to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, Miss Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Acha-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking all cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, so in the game he's already been talked out of taking the case apparently, while in the Anyway, he first accepts the case and then later denies. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. Maya's not here. She must be in custody. He probably won't let her out for a while. Maybe I'd better go talk to that lawyer again. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Maya-Faye's sister. Maya trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? The guy trying to keep people from taking on the case apparently has a lot of power. So anything who values their career will not take on this case. Anything else he has to say is irrelevant. Hey, she's back. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. He was the opposite. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned and just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM, time's up. What should I do? Do you just leave her and go home? Defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know. You don't know? Is this girl sitting in front of me the killer? All the evidence seems to say yes. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness, strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all of that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. There's only one thing I know for certain. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Maybe she's taking a bath. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come to deliver room service, sir. Oh, do you know where Miss May may be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Oh, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Cup Folk. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Cup. Where have I heard that name? That was his name, my sister told me. Oh. White was the name of the guy who ruined Maya and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? What do we have here? A wiretap. She recorded the phone call! What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this at her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. I think I just about had time to do the trial. And if the court is adjourned, then I'll be ending the stream and we'll continue it on the next stream, which is the day after tomorrow, on Wednesday. Court is now in session for the trial of Mrs. Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. This is Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth had better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of the case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. I have to pee. Be right back. and I'm back. Please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please describe for us the details of the murder. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Ooh, I get the floor plans. Now, detective, I'm going to look at the floor plans. Oh, so this is the cone of vision that April had. So she would be able to see the body. She wouldn't be able to see anything over here and the broken things. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Mr. Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence that she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Me neither. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness to every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So press him. For every detail. Oh, Q. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence you did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You said it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. I'm quite impressed that I actually pressed at the right statement at my first try. Yes. God. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Joanna? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence in the first time? I know, I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Joanna, so... Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I found something very interesting about the autopsy report. Why do I call it report? Death was instantaneous. It's written. It isn't written in any of the in the other autopsy report that we had for the other case. So I think this is very vital. And now I know why. Because he said that before she died, she wrote the killer's name. But death was instantaneous, which means she wouldn't have had time to write the killer's name. Oh shit. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I wanted to clarify from you here. You said that a victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it, who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written this. This is the report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. I'm gonna go open my window. Or just tilt the door. Objection. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Oh my god. Report. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh. My fault. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to read Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, the detectives are sham, I'm a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks of the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, so what you say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call this next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness Miss April May take the stand. April May. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name please. April May. Actually, surface. Why did she just have a boob bounce? It was just whoop. No, she's scandally clear. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fair & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. She did it again. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkable solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Maya Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She had to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. I don't know the weakness right now. Maybe it's like she wouldn't be able to see that much. I'm just pressing on everything right now. This testimony stinks. Wait, what? Miss May, I am willing to bet that you're lying. Are you saying the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Eh? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean... Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr. Rawr. What are you trying to say? You mean, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all these trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Alright, new testimony. Maybe I can find a contradiction in this. I did see everything, I did. The woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit it with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That's the clock, the kind of statue clock thinker, I think. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? Well, if she ran off to the right, you couldn't see her being hit again. I saw it, I did. Did you now?
Objection!
The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence and that statement, related? They aren't, are they? What? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think of facts before you're making accusations. What? 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 Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock, kind of statue clock. I think. A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
Objection!
Miss May, what you say just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person, in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Author. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's important. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw from me. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright? Objection. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, you caught the murders with these. I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? Well, that's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law office of Mayfair? No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law office of Fair & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock. Very well, Mr. Wright. Are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have run. Because she took out the batteries. I remember this. She took out the batteries to put in the papers, so it wouldn't have said anything. This is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. it is empty. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have wrong. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, I can. Impossible, of course. I have the phone records that and she says. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. I had to take the clockwork out. So, and that's before she died. I have proof. What? Was that you that told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof as that you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of conversations he had with the victim on the day of the murder. Auto, tape recorder. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Comshu overlooked it. Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. Yada. I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone at the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I got so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness has seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. Because this is a self-made clock, not at any stores. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. It's simple, the clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here in the police custody. Impossible, everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, the excuse is not on sale today. Stupid pun. My throat is starting to hurt, so I hope this is over soon. Oh ho ho. Damn. She's not as beautiful anymore. What is it to you, porcupine head? Porcupine head! That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did, see? Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... This is a familiar territory. I just used the same approach as before. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to strike the victim. When else? Order, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Miss Faye, I see. That rhymes. And when you struck, the force of the impact made you think other way. What? No. You just contradicted yourself, right?
Objection!
You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right? It was you who just proved that the finger was empty. Oh. What's more, the witness had a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain the poor misguided Mr. Wright. That you were at the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it, she did it. It would be my pleasure. No way! Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. See, didn't the murder take place at 9 that night? See, that's the exact time I ordered room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness story. Ergo, she wasn't at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know to think it was a clock? Oh! Have a look at this. Ah, that, I found this in Mrs. May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were slapping the victim in my face phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim's I have the recording. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Use the wiretap to listen to the conversation and how you knew that think I was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness' face. Does this seem amused? Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Lard. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. You lawyer. Then. It's no fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Oh. That did it. The court seems to Miss April May now. Now to the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't simply tapping irrelevant? God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Objection!
The objection is I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss May Faye. That is my conviction. What? I better find some suspicious in the bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Give up! Fool. You fell right into my trap. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why the fuck did he take a tray with him to court? I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea sets look rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. May will be finished. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she's finished, sir. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. How can I be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it had been brought here. Oh, bellboy, TV. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely. So it's an enduring mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought room service, the guests favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? Believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here. The witness may leave the stand. Wait! Please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on for long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one question. That's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Tell me about chicken. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Quite indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who he asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. Oof. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April checked into a twin room with a man. What was that? Correct. Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible for the to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense will look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Miss Mayfair. Court is adjourned. going to skip this. Because I want to save the game. Should we continue? It should be saved now. Saving content. And that's all I'm going to be doing for this stream. Next stream will be the day after tomorrow at the same time, where I will continue with this. And after that, I'm not sure I'll be able to stream before Friday, because we have a lot of what do you call it? Tests, exams, pre-exams, midterm exams, anything like that. This entire week. So I really need time to study. So that would be all for today. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and I hope I'll see you again the next time. So until then, have a good day.